Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. I'm for my dear guys, for my dear audience. In this video, I'll describe some different welding project craft or welding craft or different welding craft animals or different welding project, different birds and animal special. So, my dear guys, when we talk about a welding craft, then different questions arise in our mind like is what is the process of forge welding or what is welding in different art program or what art is welding or what is welding in basic workshop. So my dear guys, forge welding is a process that involves heating two pieces of metal before hammering, pressing and rolling them together to create a giant, originally developed in the Middle Ages. So it is one of the oldest known method for joining metals as is an essential skill for blacksmiths. So my dear guys, in fact welding is a process of using two or more parts using heat, pressure or both. So it's often done on metal, thermoplastic, and even wood. So the resulting joint is known as weldment, and the conjoined parts are known as the parent material. So the material used to create the weldment is called foiler or consumable. So what art is welding? Welding is not just putting two pieces of metal together. It is a fusion that is as much of work of art as it is a connection. So it is applying two separate sections and creating a new, stronger bond for one continuous whole. It is as much a metaphor for civilization and life as it is a skill and a job. So, what is welding in basic workshop? Welding is a fabrication process that lets you join material like metals by using heat at high temperature. So, welding uses high temperature to join the material, whereas soldering and brazing don't allow the base metal to melt. After cooling, the base metal and the filler metal get attached. And what my dear guys, how is welding work when we talk about welding sculpture or welding art or welding design or welding craft? My dear guys, welding is a fabrication process that joins materials, usually metals or thermoplastic, primarily by using high temperature to melt the parts together and allow them to cool, causing fusion and other. So, what skill is welding? Welding is skilled trade that involves joining two or more metals apart using heat and pressure. So, it is a crucial process in various industries such as construction, manufacturing, and also engineering. So, why is welding important? Welding is as an essential component of many industries such as automotive industry, the construction industry, the aviation industry, and more. So, without this form of metal work, so many things, including many buildings, gates, and fences, small kitchens, and appliances, vehicle, and even space travel would not exist. So, is welding a hobby? Welding is as a hobby or hobby welding is a fun activity for many, most especially those who want to do a lot of die project. So it's done by some core machine mechanics, craftsmen, and even artists who find it exciting and enjoyable. So, aim of welding, when we talk about the basic purpose of welding, is to join two elements together with a firm connection. So, welders typically work with metal or thermoplastic and use durable filler material to bind them together. So welding is used to create many modern construction in our world, such as skyscrapers, cars, ships, and also airplanes. So what is welding? An example, my dear guys, welding is usually used on metal and thermoplastic. I prescribe and different prescribe idea I prescribe in my video is a beautiful example of on metal welding project for decoring purpose. Also, we can use it, and we can use these ideas in special animal sculpture I prescribe in my video is for decor our house sitting room. Also, we can decor, and in front of our door outdoor, indoor, we can decorate. So my dear guys, some welding in when we talk about in a workshop, my dear guys, welding is a joining process in which metals or sometimes plastic are heated, melted, and mixed to produce a joint with properties similar to those of the materials being joined. There are three main components. Remember, my dear guys, needed to create a weld. These are, first of all, a heat source such as an electric arc, also special, so flame, pressure, or also friction. So, when we talk about, my dear guys, what is a skilled welder? When we talk about welding project or welding craft, this question is arise in every person's mind. What is a concept of a welding? Sorry, what is a skilled welder? Welders are skilled trades work who use specialized equipment and extreme heat to fuse two or more pieces of metals. So after the metal is fused, so welders can shape, cut, and polish it to create a metal fixture with a specific purpose, such as a can, a car pot, also a cutlery, and beyond. So this is a process called fabrication. Why is welding a good job? Yes, my dear guys, welders provide necessary services to various industries, including manufacturing, transportation, and infrastructure. Working in a high demand field can be beneficial as it guarantees stable employment and higher wages because the skill of the trade are highly valuable to employer. So why is weld quality important? Neglecting the quality of welding also leads to a risk of oxidation or corrosion. And pharmaceutical or biotech industries make use of a network of tube that requires specific cleaning. So the importance of high quality welds and automating the welding process goes hand in hand with requirement for cleanliness and purity. So special, my dear guys, it can be also a job also. These ideas, one my dear guys, one my dear audience, can a job in different strategy. Safety hazards from these operations include burns, eye damage, electrical shock, cuts and crushed toes and a finger. Many of these can be controlled with proper work practices and personal protective equipment. So, when we talk about its physical job, welding is a strenuous and physical job, and over time is common in the field. So, common requirement for the uniform of welder include protective clothing. So, who invented welding? It is a historical Nicole Salvanov is a inventor of welding. So my dear guys, I think that my video and my this idea uh, is inspired you much. If inspired, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video with your affectionate love. So thank you very much, guys.